Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge is with us on the sidelines. D.A., take it away.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Nikola Vucevic has a new role on the Bulls. He said, in Orlando, everything was going through me. Now there are more guys who can score. So I try.
You are too, D.A. Thank you so much. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Up at the forward spots, it's Tatum and Horford. Derek White is out there with Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Cornette in at the 5, down low. And for the Bulls, the wing set for him, Levine and DeRozan. Green is out there with Vucevic. And it's Beverly in at the 1. And so off the tip, it's Boston. And while it's still very early in the season, the top teams, Greg, have already started to distinguish themselves across the NBA.
Getting off to a hot start, always a good sign. But don't sleep on the teams that are still getting locked in. A lot can change in the coming months.
Clock at 2. Tatum, no good. Here's Vucevic. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. DeRozan on the wing. Connects from three-point range.
One of the underappreciated guys in this league. DeRozan just goes out, puts up big numbers, and he doesn't really get the shine that I think he truly deserves.
Now, here's Brogdon. Fades back. Rebounded by Vucevic. And the Bulls with possession. It's a three-point game. DeRozan against Tatum. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Richard, some people doubted the Bulls' trade to get DeMar DeRozan. But as we know, those doubts were short-lived.
Oh, that's for sure. DeMar DeRozan, look, he dominated in his first season in Chicago, all-NBA team. And look, the Bulls had gone through some really lean years. This was a great move by the front office.
You know, Greg, some guys are late bloomers, but DeRozan, he was just the opposite.
Yeah, reports are he had handles at age 3. First dunk came in the 6th grade. 5-star high school prospect, and in a strange way, he's still an underrated superstar.
Richard, haven't we seen a lot of growth in Jason Tatum's game? He gives credit to the late Kobe Bryant for that.
Yeah, he was fortunate enough to train with Kobe Bryant, and sometimes he reminds you of a young Kobe. He clearly absorbed a ton of information from him.
And Jason Tatum seems, GA, like he's on the verge of being a superstar in the league.
And Kevin, some would say he is already there. It feels like he's going to win an MVP in the next 5 years. He's already shown he can lead a team to the finals.
Now, here's DeRozan. He's definitely not pleased how he played against Orlando. Levine passes to Green. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And still capable of being your defensive anchor, Horford is excellent at positioning himself to block shots.
Green with the block. On the wing, Levine, all alone. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Just, like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Brogdon. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And the size and muscle of Brogdon, able to shrug off the contact with ease on the way up.
Outside DeRozan. Pass to Beverly. Now here's Vucevic. Back to Beverly. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
Nice take. Staying aggressive with this game, still very much up in the air.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Now here's Beverly. And right now he's averaging about 7 points a game. And stolen by Tatum. And here comes White, leading the fast break. Here's Horford. And it's off from three-point range. Chicago leading by 4. Levine wide open. That one off the back iron and out. The Celtics have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. And here's Tatum for 3. Again, the miss by the Celtics. For Chicago, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And he recovers it. DeRozan gets the bucket.
I like everything he's doing so far offensively, finding his spots, making strong selections.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Now here's White. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And that one drops for him.
Now, what hard work from Tatum inside. Doing what it takes to find his shot.
And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Bulls. And Greg, up and down this Celtics roster, so many of their key players were drafted by the Boston Celtics.
And Tatum and Brown at the core, but also credit to their front office. Rare to find a powerhouse built from homegrown talent.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Andre Drummond's checked in for Vucevic. Jones comes in for Javonte Green. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Dosunmu in for Patrick Beverly. And then for Boston, Grant Williams is checked in for Luke Cornett. Brown comes in for Al Horford. And Smart subbed in for White. Shot clock at 3. Levine can't hit. Celtics trail by 4. Here's Brogdon. Rebound Andre Drummond.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
The open shot, Levine. That one's good from the corner. Levine's got his second bucket tonight.
Zach LaVine just lets the game come so naturally. His ability to catch and shoot is one of the quickest in the league.
Tatum's shot is off.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Dosunmu, the pass to Caruso. From down in the low post, it goes.
Hey, that's Drummond. Throwback center who does almost all of his damage inside.
Smart up top. Back to Brogdon. And here's Brown outside. Buries the long-range jumper.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Chicago leading by 5. Passes to Dosunmu. Back to Levine. 1:41 left in the first quarter of the game. Now here's Dosunmu. He's covered closely. Over Smart. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Marcus Smart, GA, the very definition of a guy you love on your team but hate to play against.
Yeah, and teams that go deep need that sort of presence. Smart is more than just an agitator, though. Great player who anyone would want to play alongside.
Muscala, he's checked in for Boston. Molinari comes in for Malcolm Brogdon.
And some of what Smart gives this team doesn't always show up in the stat sheet, but he makes plays that help you win.
Most losing teams, Greg, are looking to rebuild, look to the future, but not in Chicago.
Yeah, their idea to turn it around was to get all-stars, trading for Vooch in 21 during a losing season, then signing DeMar as a free agent. That's a refreshing approach. And what makes Chicago tricky to defend, Kevin, they just have such a balanced attack. They can score in the paint from mid-range or hurt you from deep.
Now here's Smart. Back to Tatum. Boston, no good that time either.
Just an ugly show for him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
And Drummond throws it down.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
They were ready to roll right through the tip. There was no warm-up period. It was only, let's do this.
And there's the bucket from Tatum.
And Tatum's teammates love the hustle. They appreciate him going hard on the offensive glass and really getting it done.
Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Smart. Pass to Muscala. This one for 3. He's off on that one, so the Bulls will take it the other way. Stolen by Smart. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
For a guy who's still working on his range, love to see Smart attacking on the interior.
Chicago leading by 6. Levine feeling it out a bit. Here's Drummond. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you look at the size and athleticism. Once Drummond gets the ball in there, it's game over.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Gets it off. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Bulls. They lead by 7. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Outside, the wings are Smart and Brown. Then there's Horford. Then there's Derek White. And it's Cornette in at the 5 spot. Now here's Smart. This is to White. On the wing, Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
How about the focus from Brown? Only concerned with making that shot.
That was the 2K drive, as that move deserved another look.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Outside DeRozan. The pass to Beverly. Releases from 15. Here's Vucevic. Can't cash in from close range. And it's Smart with the ball for the Celtics. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now, Marcus Smart is not shy with his philosophy. He says it takes little talent to play defense, but a whole lot of want to. Get every 50-50 ball, take charges, be a great teammate, compete, never be okay with losing. And Kevin, he has always walked the walk, too.
He has. Defensive Player of the Year. He's a terrific player. No question about it. David, thank you. Here's White, following the score by DeMar DeRozan. Here's Horford. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And different games, different officials. Something that might be called a foul in one game, Greg, may not be called in the next. As a player, how do you adjust to that?
It's a great question, and that's part of being a veteran. I learned early on, you actually scout officials the same way you scout the players. They have tendencies as well.
And here are the Bulls now, following the basket by Al Horford. Here's Beverly. Horford with the rebound. Celtics trail by 5.
And Jaylen Brown is such a force on the offensive end. Hard to keep that guy out of the paint. Terrific finisher at the rim.
And maybe the only weakness for Brown is his handle on the ball.
And it's something that he's worked on every offseason. Still, though, susceptible to turnovers while dribbling. That's one of the very few weaknesses in his game.
Zach LaVine's checked in for Chicago. Grant Williams is checked in for the Celtics. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Marcus Smart. Second free throw, no good.
And how about Jaylen Brown, part of that young core for the Celtics?
Yeah, he's been through a lot with this young group of guys. They've grown together, they've come in together, and they've gotten better together. And you've seen the production of Brown increase because of it.
And there it is for him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And stolen by Horford. To the inside, White. And play stops as it looks like they call him over the back here.
I'm not sure what he thought he could get away with there. Pretty clear over the back.
Yeah, it's one thing to be aggressive hot shot. It's another thing to get reckless. He's got to stay under control.
Tatum, he's checked in for Brown. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated. Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. The Bulls leading by 6. Outside DeRozan. Pass to Beverly. Here's Vucevic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Horford.
What you love about Vucevic, the consistency, solid shooting percentages, and he's averaged double-digit rebounds for the last 5 years.
You know, Greg, adding to that for Vucevic, the last 2 seasons, he's been excellent in the playoffs.
Great point, Kevin. His numbers were up over what he did in the regular season. He hits clutch shots, gives them a physical presence, and he is just a rock in the middle. And they continue to control the glass.
And the basket by DeRozan.
And if you were wondering why you can't give DeMar DeRozan these avenues, it's because he will bully his way to the rim if he sees space.
Passes it to Gallinari. And here is Tatum. And a miss there on the triple.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight. They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
Get up, Malcolm. You think this guy is just about jumpers? There's more to his game.
The Bulls leading by 8. DeRozan finds Levine. Now Beverly. Inside, Drummond trying to get himself free. And Vucevic with the basket on the assist by Beverly.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
DeRozan passes to Levine. He kicks it to Beverly. Feeds it to Vucevic. They shoot again. Rebound by Williams. And that's a foul called on Gallinari. That's his first foul. Ayo Dosunmu is checked in for Patrick Beverly. Boston also with the sub. Muscala's checked in. The Bulls have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Ogden against Levine. Pass to Dosunmu. Launches a 3. The Bulls keep it alive. Kick out to Levine. And the Bulls with another miss.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Basket good.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Lobbed up there for Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Showing off those playmaking skills, Levine keeps his head up, makes the easy play.
Celtics trail by 8. Tatum on the wing. Buries it from 3-point range. Tatum's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Well, Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Here's White, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to go on Dosunmu.
Derek White was only 6 feet in high school. No D1 schools even offered a scholarship.
Derek ended up at a D2 school, but White had a major growth spurt up to 6'4". Transfers to a D1 school. The Spurs take him late in the first. What a crazy path to the league.
Jones checked in for the Bulls. Alex Caruso comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And so he hits both.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And that's the tough part of trying to keep him on the floor. Now he picks up that third foul.
Marcus Smart's checked in for Boston. Got a piece of it. And Brogdon, here we go.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
The thing they have to watch for is mental fatigue. They have to stay focused and finish the job.
And there's the bucket from Tatum.
Oh, great ball movement there.
There's 31 seconds left to play here in the half. Levine finds Caruso. Here's Drummond. Shot to stop the run. Kick out to Levine. 5 to shoot. Here's Dosunmu. Back to Levine. Over Tatum. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Celtics. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a flip. The game plan did not work out for Boston in the first quarter. The deficit for them just seemed to... And that's going to...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
We've got Green. Andre Drummond is out there with Patrick Beverley. And it's Vucevic, and it's DeRozan in at the 3 slot. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. And it's Drummond with the jam.
And when he gets himself into the right position, Drummond so powerful in terms of finishing at the rim. The only way to prevent that alley-oop is to keep him from getting to the launching pad in the first place.
Brogdon. Chicago grabs the miss. Vucevic has got 5 rebounds tonight.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
DeRozan, that's good.
Ooh, and when DeMar DeRozan is cooking with grease, he is borderline unstoppable, and he's feeling it right now.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And that's the kind of bucket they needed. Close game in the second half. Great finish on that.
Count that bucket. And now a 4-point Bulls lead.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Boston again missing.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Brogdon outside. And the dunk by Tatum.
The efficiency from Tatum on the offensive end is terrific, not letting any scoring chances pass him by.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. And this Celtics squad looking like the Celtics of old.
Yeah, always a tough squad when I was playing, and it's looking like that again. You got a great mix of young players and veterans, and don't be surprised if Boston is back on top very soon.
Very soon.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
The shot by Brogdon, no good.
Out of halftime, not the way you want to execute, just 1 of 5 from the field.
Drummond working against Brogdon. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. You spent 2 seasons, Richard, with LeBron James in Cleveland. What was it like to play with LeBron?
Well, I like to think that LeBron was playing with me the entire time. That's the way I viewed it, but it was amazing.
I should have reworded that. I'm sorry. My mistake.
Thank you. I think LeBron James was outstanding to play with just from a camaraderie standpoint, and he always wanted to make the right pass, which, you know, for pundits, they complain about it, but for a teammate, you love it. You love playing with a guy that tries to play the right way night in and night out.
His understanding of the game must be off the charts, correct?
It is so ridiculous the way that he just sees the game before it's happening. He is easily one of the smartest players that I have ever been around.
Now the pass to DeRozan. Clock at 6. Shoots over Brown. DeRozan gets the bucket. DeRozan's got 4 this quarter.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Good on the bucket.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Had enough room to get just like an easy layup.
And here's Beverly. He brings it up for Chicago. They've led by as much as 10. To the middle. Bobbed up there for Green. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
Horrible mistake right there. You hate to see unforced turnovers like that.
Jones checked in for the Bulls. Grant Williams is checked in for Boston. Marcus Smart comes in for White. Brogdon kicks to Smart. And here's Brown outside. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And Jones slams it in.
One reason Levine has been an all-star, Zach can be the playmaker or the scorer.
To the paint. It's stolen by Green. DeRozan in the corner. Levine for 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's Boston the other way. Outside, Smart. Cornette passes to Brogdon. And here's Brown outside. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Beverly's got 6 rebounds now in the game. For 3, Levine. The rebound by Brogdon.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all. Kevin, what's so impressive to me about Levine? It's the all-around play. He affects the game across the board.
And the basket is good. Green's got 6.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Brogdon outside. And here's Brown outside. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got assist number 5 here tonight. Here's Levine. 7 points in the game. And Levine's efficient as well.
And good shooting numbers, no doubt. Last year he cut back on the turnovers. And, boy, he's still young. There's still tons of upside to be had.
Chicago calls timeout.
Some timeouts you just know you're going to get yelled at. And with these turnovers, I'm going to tell you it's not going to be a very pleasant timeout.
Chicago making some changes. Alex Caruso comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Dosunmu in for Patrick Beverly. And then for Boston, Mike Muscala is checked in for Luke Cornette. And it's Gallinari in for Grant Williams. Pass to Levine. Hits the jumper in space. 9 points in the game so far.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Brown kicks to Brogdon. Tipped away. 1:31 left in the third quarter of the game. The Bulls have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
And he knocks down the first one. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. And Brogdon, here we go. That one drops for him. Brogdon's got 10 points.
An athletic drive by Brogdon, charging in fast there before the defense has a chance to react.
Levine passes to Jones. Wide open. And that comes off the assist by Levine. Levine's got 5 assists in the game. Here's Smart. Rebound by the Bulls. Dosunmu's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Got a piece of it. Here's Caruso. Green left side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Dosunmu. They get it back. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. So for the Bulls, Vucevic checked in for Green, and it's Patrick Beverley in for Dosunmu. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
The wide open look here for Vucevic. No good on the quick 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And Jones sends it back. On the wing, Levine. He's covered by Brown. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
A springing athlete. Everybody knows about Levine and his bounce. He's just hard to check. And look, he was fouled right there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And high-quality numbers for him all season long. How about 81 from the line?
Free throw good, Levine.
And Levine's combination of athleticism and shooting makes him dangerous. A multifaceted player with a strong work ethic.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. And it's the Bulls with the ball. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Vucevic. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. And we've got more. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Not just playing selflessly, but also making a smart decision with the ball.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court right now for the Celtics. Out on the wings, it's Brown and Tatum. Then there's Derek White. Then there's Horford. And it's Cornette in at the 5. Rome in the paint. Caruso, the pass to DeRozan. Caruso looking for an opening. The shot will not fall. Some solid defense from Brown. Here's Tatum. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on DeRozan.
It's crazy. He's growing taller. He's adding more muscle. Tatum just becomes harder to defend in there.
And that one misses.
Good on the second free throw. Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a two-possession game.
Caruso, the pass to Vucevic. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. 5 on the clock. Chicago needs to get a shot up. And that one's good. Beverly.
And when you're a high-usage player like Vucevic, you have to keep your head up and be willing to make the next pass.
Here's Tatum. Brown outside. A three-pointer off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Beverly, the pass to DeRozan. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Let me tell you, DeMar DeRozan is one of the best at manipulating defense. That's why he gets to the line at such a ridiculous clip.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Bulls. That's good from DeMar DeRozan.
And one thing that stands out about this Celtics unit is their defensive abilities. They've got a lot of skill on that end of the floor.
Chicago making a switch here. Green's checked in. Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for the Celtics. Now a timeout called by Boston. You're right, defense, it's been terrific for them. This Boston team, GA, certainly has a talent for holding back their opponent's shots and really defending well.
And, Kevin, they put a lot of energy into pressuring shooters, making sure guys can't find easy looks. They don't want to give away anything for free.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, the head coach for the Celtics talked to his team during the break. He told them you can do a lot of great things out there and still lose if you don't take care of the boards. I want to see more effort, gang rebounding, everyone involved. That was his only focus. Kevin?
Thank you, David. DeRozan passes to Jones. And it's Vucevic in the corner. Lets it go from deep. And Boston with the rebound.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, but right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
The Bulls leading by 4. Beverly wide open. Offensive rebound. It's tipped. Outside Tatum. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. Bulls making a switch here. Levine's checked in. And that one falls for Tatum.
And many thought Horford's days were over after his OKC stint, but showed he can still be a difference maker in Boston. And, boy, was he a huge part of their finals run.
DeRozan passes to Green. On the wing, Levine fires the three. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
One made three formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Horford may not be as consistent as he once was, but Greg, he shows up when you need him the most.
You know, he had several big games for the Celtics in the postseason. Great shooter who can really space the court for you. Still also a top-level defender at the rim, and he helped define their interior defense.
He doesn't get the second one.
This team thinks they should be up in front, but at least they tied it up.
Levine.
It's almost like he had a bird's eye view of the court. DeRozan always knows where his teammates are.
Passes it to Cornette. Tatum dishes to Horford. Back to Tatum. Here's Cornette, and good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Cornette's got it all tied up now for the Celtics. Stolen by Brogdon, pass to Horford. Here's White, defended by Beverly. Here's Brogdon, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And Brogdon traded over the summer to the Celtics. I'm interested to see how he'll fit with the rest of the Celtics guards. They certainly have a deep rotation now and a lot of flexibility.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. For Malcolm Brogdon, he comes from a family, Greg, where education comes first.
And, well, Malcolm earning his degree plus a master's while in college. His dad and brother, lawyers. His mom involved in higher education. Brogdon, maybe the smartest guy in the NBA.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum getting it done today.
And he is absolutely dialed in from outside. They need to close out on him much quicker when he's lining up those threes.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Jason Tatum.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
Green kicks to DeRozan. Brogdon against Levine. The pass to Vucevic. Just 5 on the clock. On the wing. And again, Chicago. No good. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter.
A primary responsibility of Brogdon's. When someone is open on his squad, he gets it to him.
Beverly finds Vucevic. DeRozan against Tatum. DeRozan passes to Green. To the left side wing. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Vucevic.
Look at that shot. Vucevic not afraid to carry the weight, so to speak, in a tough situation. The team knows they can rely on him.
And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Tatum. Chicago has gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Here's DeRozan, and DeRozan throws it down.
We've seen him do this before. DeMar DeRozan, we are accustomed to watching him take and make huge shots.
Tatum against DeRozan. Tatum down low. Stolen by Beverly. 1:27 left in the fourth quarter. Here's DeRozan. And no good that time. So the Celtics will take it the other way. Brogdon against Levine. Here's Horford. And good coming on the assist by Brogdon. And the Celtics lead by 1.
You can't say enough about Horford's poise in high-stress moments. Thrives when the whole team is counting on it.
It's Beverly on the wing. White with the defensive effort.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Like, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
Timeout called, the Bulls. They're behind by 3. 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Up top, DeRozan, guarded by Tatum. Lets it go from 11. DeRozan's shot is off. This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
Tatum deciding where to go with it. That shot off the mark and stolen by Tatum. And that's an intentional foul. Hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
Well, they wanted every last one of those, and he delivered, making it a 2-possession game.
Chicago calls timeout. They're trailing by 5. There's 25 seconds left to play in the final quarter. There's 25 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. There's Levine. Offensive rebound. And another shot. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
It's the fearless nature of Levine's game that is so fun to watch. It is impressive watching him get in the paint and get calls.
He's able to hit the second one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game. Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5.
And he's the glue that holds this team together. Brogdon's calm demeanor and lead-by-example approach is so valuable to this squad.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And as long as they can keep doing that kind of work at the foul line, this lead will be safe.
Throws and dishes to Beverly. And they get it back.
Yeah, just nice hustle there. That work gets them the extra possession.
And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Thanks very much, Jason. It was a struggle last time out, but tonight you were back on track. What was the difference?
You got to have a short-term memory. Sometimes shots just go in, but you always got to be aggressive and just make the right play.
You're like a cornerback in basketball. That's weird, but it got you a win tonight, man. Congrats. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.